Crawford.
I like to thank everybody.
You know, I just know the caliber of fighter that Errol is. You know, just like I know the caliber fighter of Tim. You know, I think both of them have taken a lot of damage in their career so far. But I just think, Errol skill-wise, just edge.
I couldn't think of a better scenario. He's a great fighter. I'm a great fighter. This fight, is happening now. I think it's happening at a great time. Terence is my dancing partner. I feel like we're going to make each other great. I want to, show everybody that I'm back.
Terence Crawford spoke confidently after training with Errol Spence Jr., calling him a great fighter and saying the timing for the fight feels perfect. Crawford described Spence as the ideal opponent to bring out the best in both of them and made it clear he wants to prove he is back at his very best.
Because we hold each other accountable. Like today, I'm like, man, nah, but he like, man, come on. I'm like, all right, let's go. And those are the moments that is defining in a fight, where those last rounds that your body is telling you no, but your mind is like, let's go.
The message also reflected Crawford's strong motivation and focus as he prepares to silence critics and prove he still belongs among boxing's elite. Interview 3. He views the fight as an opportunity to reclaim his place at the top of boxing. He believes these are the kinds of major fights that can put him back among boxing's elite and create matchups fans will talk about for years.
This is what my dad used to talk to me about when he used to watch fights 40 years ago, when you had Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard and all the greats, the Four Kings, and people adored them because they're really competitive fighters.
His training camp has reportedly focused on sharpening his strengths, with hard work driving both his performance and his motivation for the future.
Fights that would be talked about.
A major focus of training camp has reportedly been improving key areas, with the intense preparation designed to pay off on fight night and eliminate weaknesses before they can be exposed.
Our work, is going to benefit, my kids, my mother, my father, so I know it's not just me, and that's one of the things I had to realize again once the car accident and, certain things happened, and realize that it's not just me, I'm in there, not just me, I'm fighting for everybody, because everybody's sacrificing their own way.
There you go, control.
And when it gets hard, I'll be like, man, I don't know if I can do this. But then I'll be like, my kids deserve better.
Sparring sessions have reportedly been intense and strategic, with Spence's team recreating Tszyu's style by using partners who apply pressure, throw combinations, and force close-range exchanges.
It's going to come down to fortitude. They face a lot of things that shows that he has the mental fortitude, that mental toughness. And I think that that's going to play a big role in it.
The goal is to sharpen timing, reflexes, and overall ring sharpness ahead of the fight.
It's hard. It's going down on me during fight night. I'm kind of like a worry freak. It's not your fault when somebody exploits you and bring out that weakness that you already knew you had, but you didn't change the results of it. It's better than do it now and not have to worry about your legs getting tired in the fight, because the fight's too late. I'm doing everything, training hard, sparring hard.
He wants to remind fans and critics that one loss does not erase years of elite performances and championship success. His confidence appears to come not only from his physical skills, but also from his deep understanding of boxing.
You're on your own. If I miss a tackle, I got someone to get my back. If I drop, if Earl drops the ball, that's over. It's over.
While it's in the searing he knows in the pick-em blockbuster ahead.
Being in get in front of those bright lights is pretty easy for me.
Terence Crawford said he has respected Errol Spence Jr. for years, dating back to his amateur and Olympic days. Crawford explained that he was a genuine fan of Spence long before they became rivals and admired his rise in boxing.
Listen, he doesn't stop. He sparred like 12 or 13 rounds a day. He's a worker. He understands like what it's going to take to be successful.
That's why he's the best coach in boxing, because he don't try to pamper me. When I look like, he gonna say I look like, I don't care how big you get, ain't nobody get pampered and critique me like I'm a grown man. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
Real. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
That's how my best coach has been.
Social media people telling you how great you are. You ain't got nobody telling you, hey, tighten up. That's how you fall off. That's how you get up there.
Greg Hackett noted that Errol Spence Jr. has clearly been training with a focused and serious mindset, showing strong discipline and a clear attitude of ignoring outside opinions and staying locked in on the work ahead.
You know, I'm the big fish. I'm the shark in the ocean. Don't put me in there with other sharks. I want my fans to see that I'm facing a real champion, a real fighter who's just as hungry as the big fish. If I lose, you know, it would be because he's better than me. It wouldn't be just because I didn't train 100% or I wasn't focused. I feel undestructible. I just feel like...
Greg Hackett believes Errol Spence Jr. needs to start aggressively, using his jab and staying focused without getting drawn into distractions. He added that if it turns into a pure exchange, either fighter could win, but the one with better discipline and ring IQ will have the edge, as both Spence and his opponent are expected to have moments of control.
Man, I'm right. Like, people always thought, like, they thought I didn't like him and all that. I'm a Spence fan. No, like, when we build up, like, man, hey, let me get your autograph. You know what I mean? Because I watched you come up. I'm older than you, but I watched you, rooted for you when all that, bro. Arlington, you was there watching me fight. You know what I mean? It's okay to say you a fan. Right. You know what I mean? Oh, it's okay. Like, I was a fan of Spence. Like, I'm still a fan. I hope you do.
Shawn Porter dismissed concerns about Errol Spence Jr. losing sharpness after a long layoff, saying he has stayed mentally involved in boxing and maintained discipline. Porter believes Spence used the break to reset mentally and emotionally, removing negative influences and potentially returning even more focused and dangerous, as elite fighters don't easily lose their core skills.
I don't know what to expect as far as his eyes. I haven't seen him in the sparring session. I haven't seen him in anything in the gym. I seen him in the gym. I know he's been training, but I haven't seen him, so I can't say like his eyes and reflexes. I can't say what they're gonna look like, but I know his mentality is, you know, I got work to do. So, you know what I mean? When Tim Tszyu said, "Well, you didn't even win my hand," you know, I don't got it. Yeah, we get ready to fight. That let me know that Errol Spence is in the right state of mind. He understands he got work to do, pain to put in. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I think Tim Tszyu is looking at it like a lick, like he think Errol.
The division is shaping up with big fights involving names like Keith Thurman and Sebastian Fundora, with potential matchups that could lead to major unification scenarios. Analysts note that combinations involving Spence, Tszyu, Thurman, and Fundora all create high-stakes fights rather than mismatches. Errol Spence Jr. stepping in to face a dangerous opponent after a long layoff is seen as proof of his confidence and competitive mentality.
What do I have to do to be successful, and then what does Tim have to be successful?
Tim got to come out and be aggressive with a jab and not getting caught up in little arguments where they going back and forth with each other. You know, if they traded...
up with big fights involving names like Keith Thurman and Sebastian Fundora, with potential matchups that could lead to major unification scenarios. Analysts note that combinations involving Spence, Tszyu, Thurman, and Fundora all create high-stakes fights rather than mismatches. Errol Spence Jr. stepping in to face a dangerous opponent after a long layoff is seen as proof of his confidence and competitive mentality.
What do I have to do to be successful, and then what does Tim have to be successful?
Tim got to come out and be aggressive with a jab and not getting caught up in little arguments where they going back and forth with each other. You know, if they sitting there trading back and forth, they either one of them got a shot. But whoever's being a little bit smarter than the other, I think has a chance. I think that's how this fight goes. I don't think Errol Spence just going there and just bully Tim Tszyu. But I think it'll be spots where he could play bully. I don't think Tim Tszyu could go in there and just do what he wants to Errol, but it's going to be spots he can get off. Yeah.
Timothy Tsayu's past fights and injuries may have left psychological effects, including moments of hesitation during intense exchanges, according to Bradley's analysis. He believes these factors could become key weaknesses against elite-level opposition, but he then breaks down the style matchup, suggesting Errol Spence Jr. holds clear physical and technical advantages going into the fight.
Like he told me, he's been moving, he's been active. It hasn't specifically been boxing, but in his mind, and I'm inclined to agree with him. I've been moving. I've stayed away from the negative vices that I've had, and I've just been with my family. He seems like he's in a good, positive space, and I think that for him, for some of us, this is work. For other people, like some guys really love this thing and can't live without it and all that kind of stuff. I think for Errol, it's like a little blend of both. Like he loves boxing, he loves this aggressive, physical nature of this sport, and on top of that, he get to make money doing it. You know, so I think that when he says, you know, well, when the question is presented to him, why are you here? The answer for him is, I can still do it, and
Errol Spence Jr. is seen as a difficult challenge for Timothy Tszyu due to his ability to compete at elite level. Analysts note that Spence's control of distance, pressure, and effectiveness in exchanges, especially from a southpaw stance, could cause problems throughout the fight. Bradley also pushes back against criticism of Spence's inactivity, arguing that time away from the ring doesn't erase elite skill or experience. He believes Spence's long career against top opposition has already built toughness and adaptability that can't be easily lost.
Against
Tim Tszyu.
Matter of fact, right, exactly. A common opponent, you know. So maybe even though I think Errol has said, I'm never fighting Keith Thurman, no matter what.
But if that's the case, if Keith Thurman beats Fundora, now you got 2 belts. There's nowhere else you can go.
Well, they would have to fight each other. Errol will have to get past Tim Tszyu, right? And then that can be built, not mega fight.
No, but I would say that's a mega fight.
You would, yeah.
I would say that's a mega fight.
I think so. What do you think, Caleb?
If they both win with knockouts, Errol Spence wins with a knockout, Keith Thurman wins with a knockout, that's not a mega fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe he's speaking to like the fact because of where they're at in their careers.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, I think that's just as an exciting fight as any, regardless of who wins, between the Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu and whether Fundora and Keith Thurman. I mean, out of those 4.
Timothy Tszyu has stayed sharp through consistent activity and frequent competition, maintaining a strong competitive rhythm. In contrast, Errol Spence Jr. brings a long championship pedigree and elite-level experience, along with the added challenge of high-level opposition throughout his career.